Welcome back to the Fierce and Femme podcast.
With your hosts, Rami and Alicia,
talking all things fitness, mindset, and everything in between.
To help you become your most fierce and femme selves. Welcome back, everyone. Yay, we're so excited for this episode. We are going to answer some questions about our business journeys because, my goodness, have they been a roller coaster. And sometimes it's hard to really express that on social media. So we're really excited to just dive deep into it.
Yeah, do a full dedicated episode.
Yeah.
I think it needs it.
I think so too.
So Rami, why did you start your business?
Oh, I feel like I already know. When I first started, it was to help people. Now it's this whole vision of generational wealth, being the first woman in my family to own a successful business, the first person in my family to make $1 million, and to just get on stages and increase the impact from just online. Like when I first started, I was like, yes, I just want to help people, but I never really envisioned how many. And now it's how many can I do? As many as possible, you know?
Line them up.
So many reasons. Also time freedom, financial freedom, which will all eventually come because, wow, there's a lot of time spent on your business.
Literally.
So I guess that's my why.
Yeah. Mine is extremely different because I feel like I didn't know what I was getting into. Like I explained this to Rami a few weeks ago. When I started my business, in my head, I wasn't starting a business. I was just doing online coaching. And I think I would say that's somewhat common in the online coaching space. Like I didn't really register. I was also, how old was I 3 years ago? I was 21.
Baby.
Yeah. Wow.
Girl.
And I only now look back and be like, fuck, I was so young. At that time I was managing a gym. I was like already doing things people were doing in their late 20s. And I was just like, I just want to pivot into online coaching. Being so naive that it's like, babe, you've just started a full business now. And with that comes responsibilities, comes the tax side of thing. And I think they're the things, especially in the online coaching space, that just aren't talked about enough, like taxes or BAS. What the fuck is BAS, dude? When people were talking to me, I remember I went on a business retreat pretty much the second I started my business. And some of the conversations I was like, fuck, okay, this is what I'm doing. And I think that's when it opened up to me, you've started a business. You're not just an online coach, you are a business owner. So yeah, a little bit of a different story.
Love.
Yeah.
Well, if someone had no idea what you do, can you please tell them what this online coaching is?
Yeah. Online fitness coaching. And I think I need to be more specific because you could be an online coach of anything. But started out as an online fitness coach. My business was first actually called Unleash Coaching. We then had Fusion and we've now got Principessa.
Love.
So we've had a lot of different eras, but it sort of evolved with me I added in Pilates because I became a Pilates instructor and I now do a lot of events and retreats because I realized I started in the in-person space and I think until I went online, didn't realize how much I thrive and love the in-person space. I just love human interaction and it's a different energy online coaching versus being in person with someone. And I love the aspect of online coaching. My first client was from Queensland and that to me was wild. I remember her paying and doing the joining fee and I was literally jumping up and down around the house and also in disbelief of that was the reason I did online coaching is so that I can help people that I could never help her in person. I don't live in Queensland. So that was wild. I feel like I didn't really explain what I do, but pretty much I help women on a very holistic sense of their health and fitness. So I'm all about we're eating the chocolate, we're having dinners with our friends and family. You are living your best life whilst also feeling your best. And I think that's what I'm really big on is that your dream body or how you look doesn't need to come at the cost of your life, which I think is really cool.
Love.
What about you?
Beautiful. Well, I'm a mindset coach and an NLP practitioner. And my coaching is to truly help people transform their mindset. So rewire mostly fear-based thoughts, rewire their beliefs, Because when you do that, you can then change your patterns, change your behaviors, and ultimately change your life. And I feel like what really came to me recently is like, I just want to help people set themselves free, you know, because for the longest time it's, help people become calm, help people become have more control. And now I'm like, wow, so many people are held back by their thoughts and their beliefs. And it's just this era for me of really helping people just set themselves free, which I really love. So that's what I do, just all online at the moment. I do run events every now and then. I haven't done one in a while, actually. Sorry, guys. I will do one soon. So mostly all online. And I have a community that I've been building all year as well called the Resilience Army, which is really fucking cool. Heaps of resources and things like that. And I guess why I built that was to just, like I said before, I want to have that global impact. And like you said, when you have it online, you can reach anyone anywhere. You know, one of my clients now is from Sydney. I've had clients from Queensland. And this space is so great because you can come from anywhere, any place, be on there at any time, which I think is so cool. So that's what I do. And breathwork. Forgot about that, lol.
Yeah.
I also became a breathwork. Because it's just part of what I do. Yeah. Like if a client needs breathwork, I just do it. I forget that that's also a separate modality. So yes, I'm also a breathwork facilitator.
Yeah. This is a really fun question. What's your favorite client success story?
Oh my God. I feel like there's so many. But I feel like my recent one, and I'm actually going to shout her out because she would fucking love this. She's a huge listener of our potty. Hi, Maddie. She's going to die when she hears this. But she has, oh my God, achieved so much in such a short amount of time. And not that I expect my clients to do that because I'm in for the long run. You want to work with me for 6 months, 12 months, 5 years, whatever. Let's go for it. But she is such a fucking go-getter and just takes everything on board. And I think my favorite thing of hers or one of, there's so many. I'm going to say two.
Maddie, soak this up, girl.
I know. She quit her job that she knew was not good for her. And even though she was so scared to get a new one, she is so much fucking happier. And last night we just celebrated, this is going to be out a little bit later, but we celebrated 1 month in her new workplace already and she's so much happier. And then another one, which is so cool, and I relate to this so hard because it's also me, but she went from not a runner and she booked in a fucking half marathon for next year.
Slay.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? That is the power of this work. You can literally change your life like this.
Yeah.
When someone helps you change what's going on inside your mind.
Literally.
So, slay, Maddie, I love you so much.
Mine, I was literally thinking about it when I looked at the question because I'm like, fuck, it's so hard to think about. But I think one that stands out to me, and this is also the evidence of the impact that I truly want to have as a coach, is that my work will stand with you even if you're not a client of mine. And I say this to my clients, like whenever we do finish up, one, I'm always a message away, like literally. I don't care if you're paying me or not. Like I'm so invested in you and your journey. Like I actually want you to message me because I'm going to miss you. Like please say hi.
It's like a breakup, isn't it? It's so sad.
And like so much of the time it's like for the most beautiful reasons.
Yeah,
and
I
I had a client recently who like absolutely fucking slayed her journey. And I was just like, I'm just so confident in you. Like you've learnt everything that you came here to do.
Go fly,
like
little bird.
Literally go slay.
I know.
But the client success story that comes to mind, which I think to me just realized how much impact you can truly have, is a client of mine who has PCOS and is now pregnant. And she's literally about to give birth in like August.
Oh my God.
But I want to shout her out because it was a journey of like we messaged for a few months back and forth. Like she would ask for a call and then like life would happen and we never had the call and like things would always pop up. And it's just really interesting. Like people can watch and may not also feel ready. Like I know she was so terrified to ever start working with me. And then it felt like everything we did, like she was just overcoming things that were outside of her comfort zone. So she did, this is a throwback. If you guys have been here since these days, like you're a real one, but she did my fusion program with me, like I think the third one. And then I think went on to do some group coaching with me. And this was like a year or so ago. I get so lost with the timeline because I'm nearly 3 years in business, guys, actually.
Slay.
By the time this comes out, I would have already had my third birthday. And then she wasn't a client of mine for a little bit. And again, I always like keep in touch with my clients. And then she recently came to a retreat this year while she was pregnant, which just like massive fucking slay, guys.
Seriously.
Because
That's
if she
hard.
can do that, did the workouts,
What a queen.
did the breath work, like showed up for everything. And the coolest thing was for any PCOS girlies, you are very much told that having children will be really difficult. And she didn't even know she was pregnant. Like, I don't think she knew until she was like 11 weeks through.
Oh my God.
Was so lucky not to experience nausea. Like, and I think this is where on a mindset aspect, like you just never know what's possible. And it was so beautiful. And like a moment I will never forget, she messaged me being like, Alicia, I'm pregnant. And like, without everything that I learned from you, I don't think I would have got here, because she's like, I installed so many healthy habits and I like look after myself so much more now. And like, that's what helped me get pregnant, like without her even really trying to. So yeah, that just felt so huge. I think especially when you're someone who's told it's not going to happen and then it happening like that because of like something that I've helped you do was just like, that is my goal.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what do you wish someone told you about business right at the start?
Take it seriously. Again, I think being like
So young
and having no idea what I was getting myself into, like really that I was so passionate about it, but I don't think, like, not that I didn't think of the future vision. I don't really know how to explain it. I just didn't view it as a business. I just viewed it as like, I'm doing this because I like doing this. And I think we can have that side, but the logical side of like, this is a business is also really important. And I think those are things that have come to bite me in the butt sometimes, of being like even things of like, do you register as a company or a sole trader? Like those such quote unquote basic things that I just did everything. And I'm also a very spontaneous person. So
Yes, I know.
it stresses Rami out a lot, and even my partner, because I'll just decide like I'm doing this and you cannot tell me otherwise, because that's what I'm doing. And I truly believe that's the Sagittarius in me. So shout out to the Sag girlies. But like I will just do it and I'll not think and then be like, I've done this now, so I'm in it, and like we're just going to figure it the fuck out. So I think, yeah, I wish someone sat me down and was like, take this seriously and be prepared that you're doing a business. This is what comes along with running a business. Because yes, there's the fun side, but unfortunately, I would say you don't get to experience that as much as I really thought I would, which sucks, but that's also just, it's business. Yeah. What about you?
I've got 3.
Whoa.
1, I'm going to do like, sorry. 1, it's fucking hard. 2, kill your ego. And 3, become friends with rejection. Because I did not realize how much rejection you face in a business. As simple as people leaving you unseen, clients ghosting you, payments getting declined, people not showing up to calls. Like just you think something's going to, you launch something and you're like, this is going to be it and everyone's going to buy it. And it's crickets. And you're like, shit, this sucks. And I guess that's where the ego thing comes in too. It's like you almost need the ego a little bit to G you up and get it all out. And then you've got to be okay when it doesn't go your way. And I wish someone told me that, because I went in all delulu thinking, yep, this is it. I'm going to change the world easily, quickly, make all the money. I'm set. And it has been a ride. So if you're going to start, we're not trying to scare you, but you need to be well prepared.
And I think that's like you said, it's not a scary thing, but it's also we've got to be logical.
Facts.
And for us Delulu girlies that have like big dreams, I always hate, my partner's really good at this. He always pulls me into logical. I'm like, I don't want to think about that. I'm thinking about the fun side of like, this is all that's going to happen. But it's
Absolutely.
Like, we do really need to come into that logical side, and I even need this reminder.
No, Vass is the same. When I have a sook about something, he'll be like, why do you think people don't do it? And then sometimes that makes me feel so much better. I'm like, right, I can do it.
I'm a
it's hard.
superhero.
It's so hard.
It is. So. And people always say like, building a business will be the biggest personal development journey you have. And man, oh man, I now believe that. I remember when I used to hear that, I'm like, what the fuck are you
Yeah, I tell that to everyone. Like, if you're not ready to see the depths of your soul, don't do it. Because you will.
Well, what gets you up on the hard days of business?
Of business. The vision is too clear to give up on. And I know that I would hate my life if I gave up. Like, there is just no turning back. So no matter how hard it is, I know it would be so much fucking harder to throw the towel in, and I actually don't even know what I would do. Ew. Like, no. So that's what gets me going on the hard days, is that this is my hard that I chose, and I get that, but it'd be fucking harder to let it all go.
Yeah.
You?
I think that. But also taking myself out of it. Like, it's not just about me. And I think coming back to the client stories of like, my hardest day could be the day that client needed me the most. And it can be really difficult sometimes of like, and I think especially in the businesses we own, is that you give yourself so much to people. And on a really tough day, I've had so many of them.
It's hard sometimes.
And a client will come to you and be struggling with something that may feel surface level, but they need you in that moment, and they need you to be compassionate and to put your feelings aside, because it's a business at the end of the day. And I think that like, as much as we are humans behind the business, we don't put our stuff on our clients, because that's not how you run a business. And they don't need to be knowing that, because we're there to hold them and support them in whatever they need. So I think what gets me up is, I think like remembering the impact, and something I'm trying to get better at is not downplaying things. And I think even sitting in that client success story was like, that is fucking huge. Like, someone who's been told either it's going to be so hard to have children or you cannot have children and is now pregnant. Like, that is massive. And that's such a pivotal point of her life. And I played a part in that. And like,
so cool.
Just bring yourself back to all the little moments that like, money isn't everything. And I think it can be really hard in business when you're struggling, you're in the depths, and remembering again why you started, like the impact. And as much as I said, like, I wasn't starting to start a business because I fucking loved it. And I loved like helping people feel their fucking best. So I think it's same on the hard days, is coming back to that, is like, why did we start?
So
and remembering
rewarding.
it, because it does get lost sometimes.
Definitely. Well, what's the long-term vision for you?
Oh my God, I forgot we even had this
I
question.
know.
I haven't been looking ahead. I've just been
No.
like so invested.
Yeah.
I'm loving this conversation.
So good.
I honestly don't know. And that is like the honest truth of, I think the further I've got into business, the less plan I've had in some sense. So like, obviously I plan things, but I'm not necessarily thinking like in 5 years' time, this is where I want to be, because I don't know what's going to come up and I don't know what's going to evolve in my life. Like, even when I started my business, if I knew in 6 months I was going to be a Pilates instructor, I probably would have started my business differently. And then that was a different evolution of my business. And then I realized, fuck, I'm really missing in person. So then that changed, and like, I wouldn't have been able to guess that. So what I would like to think is retreats, like consistently. And I don't know whether that's like just one a year, or like, I really want to travel for work. Like, that's just, I love travel, and I love like teaching Pilates and doing stuff. So even that sense, I think I always forget too, our podcast is a part of our business thing. So the podcast, see us on a stage, MCG.
Oof. You heard it here first.
I've always been like, I was like a theatre kid when I was little, guys, and singing and all the things. And like, coming back to the last question, I've been yapping for a little bit, is I just have always grown up, and I don't know if this is everyone, but I've always grown up with like this knowing, like, I want to be successful, like whatever or I want to be famous. And like, that can sound surface level, but like, I want to be well known. I want to have impact. I want to be on stages. I want to be the person like doing all the things. And I think like that just, there are definitely so many moments I've questioned that though. Like even, I can say this week, there have been so many moments where it's like, is that ever going to happen? Like, what if I just live a life where that doesn't happen and maybe is that what's meant to happen? Like,
I know, exactly.
There are so many questions where like literally this week I've been like, but maybe my lesson is that I don't need to be successful.
Feels.
This is where our
This is
brains
the business
go,
owner
guys.
brain.
But sorry, coming back to the actual question, I feel like I don't know in 5 years. Like I would love to be more financially free and just be like, yeah, doing what I do out of so much love rather than, I guess, having to do it to survive at the moment a little bit. So yeah, what about you? What's 5 years? Oh no, it's long term. I don't know why I just said
It's okay. Definitely the generational wealth. Like that is just so tied to my soul. I just think, first off, what a flex.
Yeah.
That could be me. And two, I've just seen and experienced and witnessed too much financial struggle with my family, my parents, their parents. It's just, that's the constant norm. And I, as delusional as it is, like I want to change that. I just don't want my kids or their kids and, you know, the line along to have to experience those kind of hardships. So knowing that I am capable of doing that is part of that long-term vision for sure. And then I guess more specifically, like, yeah, getting on big stages. I love talking. Like I love.
Can you tell guys we love rapping?
I love that sort of stuff. I don't know if I would bring retreats back. I've been thinking about that a bit recently. I think I love the idea of events. I love events.
You can just come to my retreat.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just come to yours. I definitely want to have some consistent events and just more in-person things as well as part of the long-term vision. And yeah, obviously the potty, just known internationally and we're getting cool gigs and collabs and, you know,
sponsorships.
Yes, like how cool. So yeah, that I think.
Wow, that's so wild to think about. I just want to like capture this moment in my brain of being like,
I know.
And I think this isn't even a question, but I just want to I think it's so important to be present in the journey because even me, I feel like I've done so much reflecting with like the third birthday coming up.
Yeah.
And so much has happened in the 3 years.
Things just change so quickly. I feel like that's another thing I wish someone told me, how fast and quick things just change.
And I think it's important to celebrate, like, whilst I'll fully admit I'm not where I thought I would be 3 years in, equally, there is so much that I've done. So I think it's so important to reflect. And I will take a moment to do that, like with this, but like, again, going, fuck, we've actually done a lot. We've made a lot of impact. There's a lot that's happening. And while it may not be exactly where you thought you might have been 3 years ago, like there's still so much that you have achieved, which is really cool. Now we have some community questions. So first one from EPL_007.
Her name is Esther.
Oh, thank you. Well, I just wrote down the Instagram.
No, I love that you do know because that's fine.
Esther.
Hey, babe,
Thank you.
I hope I pronounced your name correctly.
So she wanted to know startup costs, equipment recommendations, brands of cameras / mics. So I'm going to tackle this in like a business sense / also like podcast sense. If you didn't know, are you happy for me to like ramble quickly first? We started the pod in Rami's spare room. So we just bought the Blue Yeti mics. I think they're like $150.
Yeah.
They do their job.
They
do. The only thing we needed was a more soundproof room.
Yeah.
And no Caesar's little footsteps in the room.
Oh, at least Caesar.
And then like that was the only cost.
Well, yeah, because obviously we had the laptop. We used our phones for video footage. So obviously if you want to buy yourself a camera, you need to look into that. And then that was really it. You're right. That's it. Yeah. Because we use things like QuickTime and GarageBand, which are all free. We pay for CapCut Pro, but I don't actually know how much that is. That's not that much either.
$15 a month.
There you go. So that. And then, obviously we moved into the space.
Yeah.
Obviously a little bit of a higher investment.
Yeah. So worth it.
So worth it. We fucking love it here.
I think as well, the thing that we had to toss up is podcasts are so time consuming.
Yeah. You don't realize that.
In terms of, one, the planning of the episodes.
Yeah, editing.
And I think that's where when you are doing it on your own, you've got to mesh. I don't know if that's the scientific word, but mesh like the audio with the video so that it's matching up. And then you've also got to like make sure it's swapping, which we never did, but like, you know what I mean? There's so many little things that are more time consuming. So for us, it was like, okay, we invest more money. It looks 10 times better.
Sounds
audio is
times
crisper. Saves us time. We also get stunning behind the scenes photo and video. So like, I think one, you've got to start somewhere. Like we had to start there. But also it's just sort of tossing up. If you have the time, you might want to save the money and do that for longer. But for us, it was just like too much time on top of other things as well.
Definitely.
And then costs, I just want to quickly touch on if you're starting a business, you've got business name. ABN, I think, is free.
Yeah, I did an ACN, so that costs a little bit more, which is registering as a company. So you just have to decide what you'd prefer. And then depends if you have like an accountant, there's accounting fees.
Yeah.
And like we said before, you've got to be doing personal development, and that is an investment. You need to have a mentor or a coach or do courses. Like I've spent tens of thousands of dollars, which is so wild that even comes out of my mouth sometimes, on courses and coaches and mentors and certificates and even other little programs like your email list.
Yeah. There's so many. I think just be prepared.
Canva
there is
Pro.
a lot of
so many overheads that you don't realize
costs
with an online business.
Yeah.
You're just like, another thing.
Subscriptions on subscription.
It's fucked. So yeah, I guess every business is different, but you're looking at maybe a couple grand per month depending on if you're still investing in coaches and mentors and stuff like that, because you'll be surprised how quickly things add up. It's wild.
Yeah.
And then our final question from the beautiful Mimi. Oh my God, Mimi, I love you so much. She's such a dear friend to me. Okay, what's been your biggest challenge? I don't know how to pick one.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going to go in a little bit of different route. I think not leading with emotion. I'm a very emotional person and I wear my heart on my sleeve. And I think like in terms of if we say client things, it's like sadly not every relationship ends well.
Yeah.
And again, that's where it comes like that's the business side of things and it sucks. And I know the first time I experienced that, I was so anxious. Like I felt sick and I think like it takes two to tango and there's also an understanding like not every coach is for every client. Not every client is for every coach and that's okay. But those times do suck. I think when it's just not a good ending and that happens in like friendships, relationships, everything and also business relationships. But then also like not leading with emotion is like not taking things personally, which is so hard when you are your business. Like I used to manage a gym and if payments and stuff failed or like if stuff went wrong, I was chill always. And I remember the owner would freak out and be like, babe, we're chilling. Like then it was my business and I was like, oh my God, everyone hates me. Like and taking like when messages aren't replied to and stuff and really just separating yourself from your business. So I'd say still like it takes practice and it still pops up from time to time. But yeah, not leading with emotion, leading with logic that like, although the business is me, I'm not the business. So yeah.
Completely agree with that one. And I think what's another big challenge is having to believe in yourself every single day, even if you don't have the evidence or people are judging you or, you know, and I feel that all the time and time again. It's like, fuck, another failure, another rejection. What are people going to think with me? I keep telling my family I'm going to get rich as fuck. Why is this not happening yet? Like there's so many little things and you just have to keep going, as exhausting or as tiring. Like I said before about the rejection, the amount of rejection we face and the fact that you just have to keep getting up and believing that the next one will work. The next call will be a sale. The next person will sign up. The next one will win. And it might not happen for ages. It could be months of getting no new clients. And that's what I went through as well for ages. And you just have to keep believing, even if you don't want to, even when there's days when we're like, what the fuck? Like everything that you were saying before, like, is this for me? Is this just how it's supposed to be forever? Is this my journey? You don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's another challenge too, is like you don't fucking know what's going to happen. You just have to keep believing in yourself and trusting that it's going to work out no matter what. And that's fucking hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, guys, if you like this episode, please let us know because we wanted to be realistic.
Yeah.
Like we really just wanted to be vulnerable, share what it is actually like running a business because you see what everyone posts on social media, the cars, the houses, all the things. And it's hard. It is really hard work. So to our business owners out there, our heart goes out to you. Our DMs are always open. Like
so much respect.
Yeah. Always happy to have a chat. And if you want more business episodes, please do let us know because we're always happy to yap about it. So thanks so much for listening. And we'll be back in your ears next week.
Bye. Thanks so much for listening.
If you're over on Spotify, don't forget to give us a follow and rate us 5 stars.
And if you're over on our YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
See you next week.
Bye.